Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel, a safe and warm space for armies around the world. This is where we sit together, discussing things that are often hidden behind the glitz of the stage and the flash of the camera. This is where we talk about the meaning behind a look, about the hidden messages in songs, and about the heartfelt stories that can only be understood by a heart sensitive to a love that is not always spoken, but always felt. Today, we will be discussing something that has the entire fandom in an uproar, not because of a scandal, not because of a drama, but because of something much deeper. The quiet yet strong love between the members of BTS, and how that bond has now manifested itself in the form of a secret project. It all started with an unannounced Weverse live. Jimin appeared on screen, as usual with his calm aura, his gentle smile, and the warm glow that he always brings wherever he goes. No fancy backdrops, no special effects. Just Jimin, a warm hoodie, a cup of tea, and his soft voice whispering comfort into the ears of millions of armies. For the first few minutes, the atmosphere was relaxed. He talked about his recent days, how much he missed his members, and how quiet the dorm was now compared to before. But then, just as the audience was starting to get carried away and comfortable, Jimin lowered his head slightly, smiled, and said, "Actually, I'm working on something with Jungkook and Jin. Instantly, thousands of comments flooded the screen. "What? It's on again, Machi? What project is this?" Jimin just chuckled and continued, "I can't tell you everything yet, but it's something that means a lot to us. Something we worked on secretly with love for all of you." That was the beginning of it all. Over the next few minutes, Jimin gave us little bits and pieces of a much bigger story. He talks about late-night meetings with Jungkook in the studio, about laugh-filled video calls with Jin from his military service, and about how the three of them feel like they're reliving a part of their past. A time when it was just the three of them in a small practice room, dreaming big, but not yet knowing what the future will hold. Jungkook his energy is endless, Jimin says with a soft laugh. When it comes to music, he loses track of time. We can sit together until the morning, just talking about lyrics and melodies. As for Jin, he speaks in a soft, respectful tone. Jin is the most enthusiastic, even though he's the busiest right now. He's always sending us ideas, commenting on our recordings, sometimes even sending long voice notes just to say, "Change the chorus, Jiminy." But more than the music or the creativity, what really touches ARMY's hearts is when Jimin starts talking about the reason behind this project. For the past few months, I felt like there was an empty space. It was like I lost the voices that used to be around me. But when I sat with Jungkook or heard Jin voice, everything felt alive again. And I thought we should make something out of that feeling. He paused. His breathing was calm, but his eyes were glistening with tears. I know we're all on our own paths right now, but this project is our way of telling you guys, we're still together. We're still thinking about you. We're still BTS no matter what. Fans around the world, whether they were watching from their rooms, at school, at work, or on their commute home, felt the same way. They were being hugged from a distance. It was as if Jimin, Jungkook, and Jin were saying, "We're never really leaving." After the live, theories and speculations began to emerge. Some said it would be a fan song, an emotional song written for ARMY. Others believed it would be a collaborative mini-album as a gift before Jin's discharge from the military. Some speculated that this was a small documentary that would capture their creative process in secret. However, one thing armies could agree on, whatever it was, this project would be an emotional treasure. In the days following the live, rumors began to spread that one of Big Hit's regular studios was being visited by a limited number of staff members in the middle of the night. Some insiders mentioned vocal recordings in unusual places, suggesting something private and exclusive was being planned. We all know Jimin is a very selective person when it comes to his feelings. He wouldn't share something this big if the project hadn't really touched his heart. And in fact, the way he spoke, full of tenderness, caution, and a sincerity, signaling that this is not just an ordinary music project. Jungkook himself, in his short broadcast a few days earlier, had said, "There's something I'm preparing, but it's not time to tell you yet." Now it all makes sense. That sentence wasn't about his solo project, but something deeper. Something he shared with his two closest youngs, Jimin and Jin. Meanwhile, Jin from the military had given a warm message through the official platform, writing, "Army, wait a little longer. We're preparing something for you. Even though I'm here, my heart is with you." Can you imagine how special this is? Amidst the distance, military responsibilities, and their respective busy lives, they still choose to be together. Not because of obligation, but because of love. Love for each other. Love for all of us, ARMY. And that's what makes BTS different. No other group in the world has this deep emotional closeness to their fans. No other artist is willing to create new memories even while they're on hiatus. And now we have something for dinner. Something that will be proof that even though the world has changed, BTS's heart has never changed from ARMY. Some of you may be going through a hard time, missing their comebacks, concerts, or hilarious variety shows. But behind the scenes, they never stop thinking about us. And this project is a reflection of that, the love that is invisible but real. As Jimin said, we don't have to be together to be close. And when that release day comes, whatever it is, whenever it is, we will all come together again. Crying, singing, and saying together, "We waited for you. And we always believed in you. Thank you for being with us today." Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell, and share the story with fellow ARMYs who also need a warm hug from BTS. Because just like Jimin, Jungkook, and Jin, we have each other. See you in the next video. And as always, don't forget, keep believing, keep loving. Stay here, Purple Heart.